Hey guys, welcome back to another Destiny video. So today, because we're so close to Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, I thought we'd go over the Destiny 1 Moon and just show you guys what it's all about. I recorded this once before, but it turned out to be half an hour long and it's a pretty small location, so I thought I would try to record it again and just kind of shorten it down and just kind of show you the general gist of things. I'll put a map of the moon up in the top left corner, as well as, if I can find it, if I can't, it's too bad, a map of the Destiny 2 moon. So we'll have some new locations on there. I know where one of them probably will be, and then the rest we will go over again. So I'll try to get this screenshot again over in Destiny 2, because right there is where the giant Crimson Tower is going to be. And right there is the Earth. Now, you can usually see more of the Earth, but when it's like the nighttime Earth, it has that dark shadowy kind of look to it. And as you can see, we are on, what's it called, Archer's Line. And so yeah, just from looking up here, it's a pretty straightforward location. You have a big crater right here with some caves and stuff in it. You have some facilities over there. Over there is actually going to be where one of the new locations on the moon is going to be. And that is where Eris Morn is going to be held, if that pre-release location is to be true. And oh, that's Mars. I just realized that. Yeah, the skybox is beautiful, and I can't wait to see what it looks like over in Destiny 2. And yeah, there, we'll go in there in just a little bit. There's a nice area. I'm not going to go too far inside of it, though. I'm not going to go in underground in any areas, even though that's pretty much half the moon is the underground areas. Unless we have ample time remaining. But before we do any of that, I actually noticed something while playing. The 3 years of playing Destiny 2, I never noticed this dead ghost. So now, for the first time ever, I have Ghost Fragment Hive. Sadly, I cannot read that on Bungie.net because, yeah, I just can't. So you can go inside this building. Again, I'm not going to go over in too much detail everything. We're going to end off with the Hellmouth because there's lots to show in the Hellmouth. But yeah, we'll just go over all the small little areas you can go to in the moon. So let's go down in here. So there's a lot of these little nooks and crannies in the moon that you just kind of go a little bit off the beaten path or on the beaten path depending on what mission you're on. And there's an entrance to the underground tunnels of the moon. And it's like this pretty much everywhere. Also, if I'm not mistaken, there's sometimes a gold knight in here? No, at least not now. And then, yeah, helium filaments. So those are the planetary materials. I believe that's going to be coming back in Shadowkeep. So there's that. But yeah, there's so many locations where you just come in here, you can come down, and you can go all the way down into, well, the Hive-invested moon. And obviously the new dungeon is going to be super deep into the moon. Your Curtis End raid in Destiny 1 was already, like, down to the center of the moon, so yeah, the Hive have pretty much hollowed out our moon, and yeah, get ready for a lot more of that. And Shadowkeep, hell yeah, with double the size. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna come over another way. Ooh, another chest. Sweet. I believe you can jump out here as well, can't you? No, there's an invisible barrier, even though you can go out there. Wait, did something drop here? Oh, that's just heavy ammo. Okay. I thought that was a legendary engram. I'm like, oh, engram opening at the end of the video? Yeah, see, you can come out here. You can't jump through there. This is what the helium filaments look like, by the way, if you're looking for them in Destiny 2. So yeah, let's just kind of run around on the Sparrow around here. And that's what I'm going to do in the next location as well. It's run on the Sparrow. This here is the hall, you can go in there. Nice little area over here. Area over here. And yeah, so let's get going. So this direction off here is where a new patrol space is going to go. That's Eris Morn is most likely to be at. Yeah, backflip. Let's do another one. Hell yeah, nailed it. So let's keep going. So this is Anchor of Light. So this is a big donut area. So this building right here that I'm looking at right now, this building you'll be able to go into in Shadowkeep. You can kind of go around it, under it and stuff right now, but you can't go into it. Over here, this building here is fully explorable. Again, there's not too much to it. Same with these buildings. There's a fallen teleporter over there that doesn't do anything ever. And then, of course, since it's a donut, you can come along here, and you can come all the way back to the start of Anchor of Light here. And then over here is really cool for two reasons. One reason is that it is most likely going to connect with the new area over there that Eris Morn's going to be at. And the second reason why this area is really cool is because it was designed specifically for a public event. This is where a Fallen Walker event takes place. And public events happen a lot more often in Destiny 2, because I will say you barely play here in Destiny 1, but like it's really cool going in and out of these pipes, attacking the spider tank, you know, popping out of this and that. You know, this would be a good boss fight area as well because of that. And yeah, it'd be really cool to do that with 2 fallen tanks around in Shadowkeep. So hopefully they keep the public event there. That's a perfect spot for it. Of course, it's designed for it. You can go inside this building too. You come up here. There's not really too much to show. Again, I'm trying to go super fast because I don't want this to be another half-an-hour video like it was in Destiny, oh, not in Destiny 1. This is Destiny 1. It was a half-an-hour video the first time I recorded it. So where I'm going to right now is the Temple of Crota. It's another area that lets you go deep into the surface of the moon, and is also an area that lets you it lets you go to another area where a strike is, where there's a fallen catch on the moon. And in Shadowkeep, that fallen catch has fallen. And by the way, as you can see, there's actually already red spiky hive on the moon in Destiny 1. So it's not entirely something brand new in Destiny 2, but it's going to be overemphasized with the red looks and yeah, all that. Also, one thing I kind of noticed between like the hive in Destiny 1 and the hive in Destiny 2 is the hive in Destiny 1, for some reason, they just feel more bony and like scrawny, whereas in Destiny 2 they feel more rounded, if that makes sense. And yeah, so this area lets you keep going down. You can come down the staircase, which no one ever does. I don't think I ever did. I always went down this way. And I know I believe there's a gold chest down here somewhere hidden. I don't quite remember. But let's get out of here. We're not going to go deep into the moon. We're just going to go on the surface of the moon and show off the patrol spaces. One thing too is, at least from the kind of leaked, put together map of the moon in Shadowkeep, which I really hope I can find for this video. If I can't, then oh well. Is it doesn't look twice the size of the moon. However, it looks like it only has like 2 other patrol spaces on it out of the 3, so it adds up to 5 patrol spaces, which makes it a pretty big location, even compared to Destiny 2 standards, well, especially because Destiny 2 has some really small locations next to some really big locations. I really don't like it. I really hope that one year they just kind of decide, instead of adding in a new location, that they just take an old location and add to it. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but yeah, a lot of the moon takes place underground, so by them saying they're doubling the size of the moon roughly, that doesn't necessarily mean surface space of the moon. It could also mean underground of the moon as well. And by the way, I will show you a nice little shortcut here. I'm going in between the Anchor of Light and the Hellmouth. So this is the way you get to the Hellmouth. As you can see, it's a really big hole. But you can also just come right down here to go back to the Anchor of Light. As you can see right here, nice little shortcut. And if you come over here, you can actually jump up on this guy and come back to the Hellmouth and this nice little shortcut here. Woof, that I didn't really land that very well. So yeah, let's run around the moon here. So down here we have this really cool cave area. It doesn't really have anything. Be a nice place to hide a lost sector. You have this area down here, which is another way to get down deep into the undergrounds of the moon, and actually lets you go alongside the Hellmouth. Again, I'm not going to go underground at any point in this video, really. I'll just show you all the entrances to get underground. So yeah, there's that. You can actually see one of the locations you can get down to through there. I tried in my last video to just jump down. It does not work. It's a kill barrier, but that's an actual location that you can go to down there. So let's keep going up here. Up here we just have some little areas that were split off for story mission reasons. I think that was a transmit spot for a story mission. Here is another area that was for a story mission. I think it'd be really cool if they added a new kind of public event and put that down here. It would be super cool. Coming back around this way, that leads you back to Anchor of Light. Coming over here, you have a couple more things. You have some more spawn caves. Coming down here, you have this little neat platform that kind of rounds out the Hellmouth to make it kind of symmetrical. Not with the raid entrance. The Crota's End raid entrance is actually that way. The only way you can get to it is by launching the raid. So I might do that at the end of this video if there's time, which it looks like there might be at this pace. And yeah, so one of the major things in Shadowkeep is that the moon's going to be a lot more cracked and ripped open with these like green little glowy things. And as you can see, that those green glowy cracks already exist on the moon. Just a lot less of them as there's going to be in Shadowkeep. So I can come along this way. You can come over top of those cracks. You can see the crack more better right here. And then coming along, there's a couple more things in the Hellmouth I'd like to show you guys. There's this really cool area here that was for a story mission. And yeah, you can jump along these walls if you want. There's multiple entrances into this area. I really hope this area is used more in Shadowkeep because, like I said, this is only used for like a story mission in Destiny 1, and it's a whole area. Because it's probably due to chest, probably due to the way that they had to design Destiny 1 story, which is they kind of built everything. Ooh, a public event's going on. Where's the public event? Eliminate the target. This public event doesn't exist in Destiny 2, I don't think. And yeah, so let's actually do this public event then. This is exciting. So let's trap him. And yeah, talk about being a bullet sponge. Holy shit. He's a wolf rebel too, so he's from the fallen house of wolves. Well, was, and then he's a rebel. Because on the moon, that's the fallen house of exile. All the fallen in Destiny 1 on different locations were from different factions. So like Earth had the House of Devils. Can I snipe you? Come on. Nice snipes, Edge. Oh, he's almost dead. No, don't go to your checkpoint. They have certain checkpoints they can go to. Oh, I need to reload. Let's beat this public event, come on. And we beat the public event, hell yeah. We got nice engram, some motes of light, some legendary marks, and some helium filaments. Sweet! Yeah, so where was I? Let's just keep going with this this tour. So yeah, the Hellmouth is actually pretty famous for people trying to jump around it and over it. Not around it, obviously. It's easy to jump around it. But to jump over it, so people jumped over it with sparrows, people jumped over it with titans, because titans can fly in this game. Yeah, there's a lot of ways people have jumped the Hellmouth. It was initially a challenge that like no one's ever done, and eventually someone did it, and now it's like people have practiced it so much that they could just jump the Hellmouth pretty easily. Not me though, I'm not that good. Coming along this way, this is an area that we've seen in the very first Vidoc. Someone runs around here with the Jotun Sparrow. This is also where I remember one of the first gold chests I ever opened was. It was right here, I believe, and this golden chest always contained the Jade Rabbit emblem. Anyways, you keep following this area, and we've made it back over to the Archer's Rest. That's what it's called, right? Archer's Line. No, never mind. It's called Archer's Line. And it doesn't look like this is going to be the new or the same exact patrol spawn. But when you first spawn in patrol on the moon in Destiny 1, since there's only one patrol location and like I can't open the map while playing. I have to go to the orbit to open my map. Yeah, so this is the patrol start, and this is most likely going to be the first place you'll land on the moon when you start playing. And yeah, there's that. So yeah, I managed to finish this in half the time, in 15 minutes is my last video. So I'm gonna go to orbit real quick. I'm gonna cut, and then I'm gonna go over just the actual map of the moon. Here on the Destiny 1 director, very different from the Destiny 2 director. A lot less planets you can go to. But let's look at the moon here. So this is what the moon in Destiny 1 looks like. Let me get this cursor out of the way, and I'm just going to take a screenshot so I can use this for the video earlier. So yeah, you can see the different locations. So we have the Temple of Crota here. We have Anchor of Light here, Archer's Line here, and the Hellmouth here. So obviously this right here is the patrol start for Archer's Line. Come along here. These are just story missions here. And then you can come down here. Hellmouth, all these locations. And of course we have the Crota's End raid, which has 3 versions. The Year 3 version and the 2 Year 1 versions. I might as well just show you guys what it's like jumping down into the Hellmouth, because why not? Alright, here we are at the start of the Crota's End raid. So you can't actually jump over here, which you couldn't have jumped before. This is all kind of locked off in if you actually went from over here. So as you can see, this is the Hellmouth that we were just in. So let's yeah, you can't go this way. There's an invisible wall right here that you'll hit even if you come from the other way. And same goes on the other side. So let's come this way. As you can see, you can just kind of run around here. Now I was really hoping that this would be a dungeon in Destiny 2, because I actually 3-manned this raid more than I've 6-manned it. That may sound impressive, but it's really not. This is a pretty easy raid. It was only hard day 1 because people were under-leveled. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think this would be a really sweet dungeon if they eventually decided to add 2 dungeons in this DLC. You know, just because it's not on the roadmap doesn't mean it won't exist. It could always exist. They like to hide things that they don't put on the roadmaps in Destiny 2, so I still have hope that this raid comes back as a dungeon. But more than likely, we're just going to go into this in story. So, yeah, you come over here, you summon this bridge, which puts you directly over top of the Hellmouth, and then you fall down. Now here you are at the beginning of the Crota's End raid. So I'm not gonna solo the raid on camera. Could do that at some point, but not now. I'm gonna wait to see if it's in Destiny 2, because I'd rather solo it in Destiny 2 as a dungeon than solo it in Destiny 1 as a raid. Be more fun, I think, playing actual 60 FPS. But yeah, that's gonna have to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.